this week, I always love seeing people come in here and say, is this real? It is. It is real. I wish I had seen your name and remembered it and written it down, but I'm doing so much preparing to run this game. A lot of you remember when we used to have people on camera, we had our hosts on camera. We had a studio set up in our offices at the time. That changed, obviously, about 6.5 years ago. But that the run up to that was a lot easier because I had a technical director at Cole a lot of times, or Patrick, and they would, set everything up from the streaming aspect, and then we'd have the host, we would rehearse. I would be pushing the questions live while the host was talking. They had a teleprompter. Now we do it this way, and whoever is hosting is doing everything. So, I'm double checking all the questions to make sure that they're good to go, making sure all the bonus SB is where it needs to be. I have no teleprompter. I'm scrolling it myself. I'm looking at 3 or 4 screens at the same time. So sometimes I miss a name, but I try to check in and see what everyone's talking about. And I hope you are all doing well. There's a reason. There are a lot of reasons why we no longer do it on camera. That was what ended it, but it's easier to do it this way. Oddly, it is hard to see worse. When a street urchin breaks into an alien amusement park, he forms a bond with Willie, an orca living in captivity. And hey, guess what happens next? Does the title help you figure out if the orca gets free or not? Orca is the answer. 98% of you getting that one right. Well done. It allows us to dispel the notion that they're even like people. They're gentle. They're orcas. Yeah, they're apex predators, but in the ocean, not on land. You're fine. Let's move on. We got over 12,500 people in grand prize contention, and every question you get right from here on out gets you 1 bonus SB. With that in mind, this is question number 2. Golden Receiver and 7th Inning Fetch are both installments in which family movie franchise? Golden Receiver and 7th Inning Fetch. As far as I believe, the original was based on a true story of a dog named Buddy, whose owner trained him to play multiple sports, including the basketball that Air Bud became known for. Air Bud is the answer. 89% of you getting that one right. Well done. It's like cats versus dogs, where they're having a war against one another, a clandestine war. And The Secret Life of Pets is another one. Like, what are your pets doing when you're not around? We always wonder, and it's fun to have movies about it, but Air Bud is about a dog that will play basketball right in your face. Of the 11% of you that did not get that one right, all of you rejoined. Almost all of those people rejoined for free, and that is what I love to see. Free, free, free. And you are free right now to answer question number 3. It is worth 1 bonus SB. Get it right. In Aladdin, what is Aladdin's final wish? $1 million to set the genie free, or a castle? What is Aladdin's final wish in Aladdin? While Aladdin's early wishes were selfish in nature, when it comes down to his third and final wish, Aladdin uses it to free the genie who's become his friend. And then the genie goes and visits Disney World. He comes back with a goofy hat on. Set the genie free is the answer. Pretty much all of you getting that one right. And as has been the case all week long, you are cruising early in this game. 3 questions down. Still a ton of people in grand prize contention, 12,000 to be exact. But let's see, this could get a little bit more difficult as we move into question number 4, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Who was Wally named for? Is it C-3PO, Walt or Walt Disney? Who was Wally named for? Wally. In layers upon layers of references. From the Cal Arts room where the animators studied, to Wall-E being named after Walt Elias Disney. Wally, Walt Disney. They kind of sound the same. Disney is the answer. 68% of you getting that one right. It is not the fabled second baseman of the 1986 World Champion Mets, Wally Backman, who I think was 50% chewing tobacco by the time he retired from baseball. Nor was it C-3PO, another famous robot. But there are plenty of robot references within Wally. So next time you see it, see if you can catch them all. All right. Of the 32% of you that got eliminated, again, over 3/4 of you rejoining, almost all of you doing it for free. The magic of Second Chance Week. You love to see it, and I love to see us moving on to question number 5, worth 1 bonus SB. If you get it right, maybe the hint that you got from Deshola would have helped. Here we go. Who cameos in the Lego movie as Superman and Green Lantern? Is that Henry Cavill and Ryan Reynolds, Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill, or John Hamm and Stephen Colbert? This is one of the hints Deshola gave you. Deshola was supposed to host yesterday, but technical issues prevented it, unfortunately. Superman and Green Lantern are a comedy act in the Lego movies, with Jonah Hill's Green Lantern fawning over Channing Tatum's Superman, who is less than thrilled about it. Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill are the answer. 80% of you getting that one right. Sweet P0 said thank you for the hint. I said thank you for playing. Those hints are like a reward for playing, for sticking it out, for coming to these difficult games. We try to make it a little easier for you. And of the 20% of you that got eliminated, again, over half of you able to rejoin. We still have over 10,000 people in grand prize contention. Halfway finished with the game. Moving on to question number 6, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Where do Peter Pan and the Lost Boys live? Is it London, Saskatoon, or Never Neverland? Second star to the right, straight on till morning. That's how you get there. If you're a slightly older child leading a gang of other children, it's important that you never grow up. And if you don't ever want to grow up, well, you should move to Never Neverland. That's where it happens. I won't grow up. I don't want to wear a tie or a serious expression in the middle of July. 98% of you getting that one right. Well done, and all of you, I'm sure, enjoying my singing. The least divisive part of this game. Let's move on to question number 7 for now, though. It is worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Who plays producer Lou Lord in the Muppet movie? Is it Charlton Heston, Orson Welles, or Mel Brooks? This is Dave Scholl's other hint to you. Who played Lou Lord in the Muppet movie? Jim Henson needed someone with gravitas to be the final celebrity cameo, and who cut a more imposing and dramatic figure than Orson Welles, one of the greats of all time. Orson Welles is the answer. 87% of you getting that one right. And to you, I say, please prepare the standard rich and famous contract. Mel Brooks is in the movie. Charlton Heston is not in the Muppet movie. I can't remember who Mel Brooks is in the Muppet movie. I don't think he's the ice cream salesman. I think that is Milton Berle. But he is in there. There are a ton of great cameos in the Muppet movie worth rewatching. Obviously, I need to rewatch because I forgot. Let's move on to question number 8 now, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Before Ben Whishaw was cast as the voice of Paddington, which accomplished actor was hired for the part? Hugh Laurie or Colin Firth? Thank you. Mel Brooks was the doctor. He was the doctor in the Muppet movie. This goes beyond the normal what if they had been cast discussion because he was hired, and after some time in the booth, both Colin Firth and the producers agreed that it just wasn't a good fit. Colin Firth is the answer. Oh my goodness, this was a brutal question. 36% of you getting that one right, but I feel like a lot of you have not yet rejoined, so I think we're going to get a good amount of you back. Yep, over 60% of you already have jumped back in. Colin Firth, a great actor, by the way. Just rewatched The King's Speech recently, and he is fantastic in it, as he is in everything he does. But Ben Whishaw is so perfect as Paddington that I'm glad he stepped aside and made the right choice. That's a good dude right there. Let's move on to question number 9, second to last question, worth 1 bonus SB if you get it right. Here it is. What does Benjamin Franklin Gates steal in National Treasure? Is it the Declaration of Independence, the Magna Carta, or the Treaty of Versailles? Benjamin Franklin Gates' family name is shrouded in shame, and the only path to clearing that name involves going to Washington, D.C. to steal the Declaration of Independence. I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence. I know it really gets dragged through the mud in Book of Secrets, but he's just considered a crazy person, and the family's been ruined by all this treasure hunting. He does steal the Declaration of Independence, and spoiler alert, there's a map on the back. You've had over 20 years to watch this movie. I don't consider it a spoiler. Let's move on because 6,176 of you knew that answer. And you have made it this far. You're ready for our final question. But first, quick reminder to all of you who are here. Maybe if it's your first time playing, you might not know that there are multiple ways to get SB from this app outside of the live games. We've got a whole other game mode called the Daily Trivia Challenge. It's a quick, hostless version of this game that you can play on your schedule up to twice per day, every single day. So you can do that in the morning and then come back and play this in the evening. You'll have daily trivia to bookend your day. There's also the more ways to earn button that you'll see all over the app. Now tapping that not only lets you install and play games on. Thing you should be looking at every single day to see what's available and what you might want to do, and to really build a winning habit that will help you earn more SB and get to your gift cards faster. Click the smaller version of this image to check it out after the game. But remember, all the ways that I just mentioned to earn count towards your daily goal. So pretty cool, right? All right, we got 6,178 people vying for a piece of our $1,000 grand prize. About 12,700 of you have stuck around to the end, and one more bonus SB is up for grabs if you can correctly answer question number 10. Here it is. Which Back to the Future actor provided the voice for Stuart Little in the film series? Is it Crispin Glover, Michael J. Fox, or Thomas F. Wilson? Who's the voice of Stuart Little? Remember that Stuart Little isn't a mouse. He's a boy who looks like a mouse, and he is charmingly played by the great Michael J. Fox. Michael J. Fox is the answer. 4,265 people knew that answer and are splitting our grand prize today. Well done. It was not Thomas F. Wilson, unfortunately, who played Biff. But let's meet a few of our grand prize winners. Each of you taking home 24 SB in grand prize money, plus the bonuses you earned along the way. Jennifer Barrett, 21. Nicholas Carroll, 8. Ruth K. Rubo. Joseph H. Mew. Joseph W. Me. Miss Trick, 62. And Julie Coupon. Just a few of our grand prize winners. Congratulations to all of you and those who've claimed your bonus SB. Now that you have all these new SB in your account, you know what to do with them. That's right, redeem them for PayPal cash or gift cards to Amazon, Starbucks, Target, and hundreds of other places. Great job all week long. Come back Monday for the start of a whole new week of games. We're gonna have a lot of fun. It won't be the same without you. So thank you for playing Daily Trivia Live. We'll see you then, my friend.